The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf.
And we're in a project that is pegmatite. Pegmatites are the simplest and easiest and quickest to get into production by comparison to some of the other lithium mineralization that's out there. So we're now all systems go to get this project between ourselves and RTZ, and then add on our own 100% own project, San Domingo, up and running.
All right, welcome back inside our Proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Ianstalker. He is the executive chairman of Bradda Head Lithium. And Ian, it's good to have you along, and especially on a day when you've got exciting news out of getting these key permits for your lithium exploration projects in Arizona.
It sure is. We've been building up this momentum over the last couple of months, Steve, as a consequence of first signing the joint venture with Rio Tinto. And obviously, Rio Tinto is one of the largest mining companies in the world, so it was a significant event for us as Bradda Head. But we've kept the pressure on and working closely with Rio, etc. We applied for the permit to go ahead and commence our drilling plans in Whistlejacket, which is the name of the project, and that finally came through from the state departments in the USA just earlier this week.
So what does that mean as far as what you're allowed to do? What sort of things does this allow you to get to right away?
Well, for us, it gives us the ability to go on now and select our drilling contractor for the exploration plans that we've got in place. That will happen in the next few weeks as we go through the shortlist and decide who's best value, best experience, best for the territory we're in. And that is the big step that takes us then to getting results from the drilling that will be obviously coming as a consequence of the work we're doing and putting together what we hope will be a preliminary 43101 document, which will be a statement of just how much lithium of economic value there is in the ground. So it's a big step forward for us. And it's the reason why we put the joint venture together with Rio Tinto in actual fact, Steve.
So Ian, talk to me a little bit about you've got 24 drill pads set up because you've been doing work obviously in the background getting preparation for this. So how are you sort of attacking this as far as the drilling is concerned?
Several routes, Steve. One, of course, is, as I mentioned, the selection of the drilling contractor, which is the next step for us in reality. That's been progressing pretty well in the background, and I think we're in the shortlist now. But equally, we have an experienced team of people in Arizona who worked previously in our own San Domingo project, which is also a pegmatite project proximate to Whistlejacket. So we've got the experience of working in the environment. We've been working with the local community and several of the, if you like, independent landowners in the area, and we've got access to water, we've got access to where we want to drill, etc. So, and we've got a contractor selected to prepare the pads. So we're kind of all systems go as soon as we get the drilling contractor selected. So we're very excited about it.
Yeah, and just on the permit as well, this also gives you the ability for environmental, cultural requirements as well. There's a lot of things within this that allow things to start progressing a lot more quickly now, right?
Very much so. And I think what's important to note here, Steve, is the alacrity that came about as a getting this permit. Historically, getting or permits to undertake work within parts of Arizona and Nevada, and they're generally good by comparison to the rest of the US. But in this case, it's been a very rapid turnaround, which is positive for us to get the permit to go ahead and make these things happen. I think it's significant in the fact that, you know, whether we agree or not, the politics in the USA are very pro-American mining. And there was something I just wanted to mention. I actually just read the article earlier today, where I picked up a comment from Wood Mac, and it said that the Chinese companies are now on track to control 39% of global lithium production by 2030 as they deepen investments across Africa, Australia, and South America, etc. Chinese ownership has risen steadily from one third in 2020 to getting up to almost 40%. So knowing that's in the background, I think you can kind of understand why America is very keen to get its own lithium and why they're really pushing things like permits that we've just got for companies like ourselves to get up and get moving in.
Yeah, especially in jurisdictions that you're in. I mean, that's known for mining. So it's obviously they're well familiar with it and as you mentioned, really supportive of it.
100%, Steve. It's good that you mentioned that because adjacent to us is a very old in relative terms, a mining company called Baghdad Copper Mine, and they are neighbours and good neighbours of us right next door to where we're drilling in Whistlejacket. So for us, the scenario, the background drop is good. The American demand for lithium and its own supply is good. And we're in a project that is pegmatite. Pegmatites are the simplest and easiest and quickest to get into production by comparison to some of the other lithium mineralization that's out there. So we're now all systems go to get this project between ourselves and RTZ, and then add on our own 100% own project, San Domingo, up and running to a level of first compliant resources. That's our target. We know the lithium is there. That's what the previous work did. Now it's a case of putting it together into real numbers that people can manage and understand, and then take it through to a study that would move us towards a production scenario. And as I say, the American backdrop is perfect for us at the moment.
Well, Ian, thanks very much. Good to talk to you about these permits. Exciting times for the company ahead. It's going to be busy, and we'll keep an eye on your story as well as it develops. That is Ian Stalker, Executive Chairman of Bradda Head Lithium.
The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf. It is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, an offer, or a solicitation to buy or sell any securities. Viewers should conduct their own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. The views expressed are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of Proactive Group Holdings, trading as Proactive Investors or its affiliates. No responsibility is accepted for any loss arising from reliance on the information presented.